welcome back. Your dreams were your ticket out. Welcome back to that same old place that you laughed about. Well, the names have all changed since you hung around, but those dreams have remained and they've turned around. Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Back here where we need ya. Back here where we need ya. Yeah, we tease him a lot, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. 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 We always could spot a friend. Welcome back. And I smile when I think how it must have been. And I know what a scene you were learning in. Was there something that made you come back again? And what could ever lead you? What could ever lead you? Back here where we need you. Back here where we need you. Yeah, we tease him a lot, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome back to Kiss God Radio, y'all. Right here on loveradionetwork.com. Love is where it's at. Giving you a throwback for coming back. Charlie Rock, this is for you, man.
And I know what a scene you were learning in. Was there something that made you come back again? And what could ever lead you? What could ever lead you? Back here where we need you. Back here where we need you. Yeah, we tease him a lot, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Yeah, we tease him a lot. Welcome back. Welcome back. 'Cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back. Yeah, we tease him a lot, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. 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 Welcome back.
LoveRadioNetwork.com, giving you the best that we got. Y'all, I'm Pastor P, and you are in the place to be for the next 30 minutes of your evening. Y'all, I know that made you smile. I know especially the old school folks that made you smile. Welcome back, Carter. Y'all, I was riding in the car the other day and I heard that song and it just put the biggest smile on my face. And I just wanted to dedicate that to my big brother, Charlie Rock, better known as Dr. Charles David Dean Jr. I just want to honor him and thank him for doing what he does and making this platform happen. LoveRadioNetwork.com is blessing people around the world, around the nation, and really ministering to families, to couples, to men, to women. And it's really a blessing to do that. So, you know, that was for my big brother, whom I love very dearly, and just saying, man, you didn't give up, you didn't quit, and you came back. And I just thank God every day for him. So that's something that we do in our family. We honor one another and we love one another. And I would say that to you, to, you know, don't let life go by without letting your family know that you love them. Tell somebody you love them. And, you know, forgive and don't hold on to things. We're going to talk about that a little bit more this evening. But, y'all, I want to thank you for joining Kiss God Radio Kingdom International Singles Seminar, where we learn how to love God, love ourselves, and love others the right way. We want to help you to realize that you can be satisfied, you can be content in your singleness until God, you know, guides you to the right mate. We want you to be content where you are and giving him the glory and the honor and all the praise for the way that your life is until he changes the narrative, until he changes the trajectory of your life. Until then, give him all the glory. Let's pray. Father, I thank you right now for your love, your grace, and your mercy, and I thank you for this platform. Thank you, Lord God, for LoveRadioNetwork.com. Father, we appreciate those that are on, thousands, millions, and we thank you, Father, for being the best online station in the nation. Thank you for the platforms that come before me and those that come after me, those that are on the station giving great topics, and Lord, helping families and children, men and women. And so, Father, we honor you once again. Grant me the tongue of the learned, and as I speak to the singles tonight, Father, help them not to get off this platform the same way that they got on, but with more of you and less of themselves. In Jesus' matchless name we pray. Amen, amen, and amen. All right, y'all. I hope you really enjoyed that. I really, I listened to it like so many times. Welcome back, Carter. All right, Philippians, the 4th chapter. Philippians, the 4th chapter. It just, right now, listening to it, it just made me smile. And it put a big smile on my face. And I just feel good. Sometimes you just got to listen to music that's going to make you feel good, feel happy, be around people that's going to make you feel good, be happy. And that's important. All right. And last week we talked about singles. Are you really happy? Are you really happy? So we're going to continue in that realm tonight. But we're going to talk about some more things and deal with your happiness. How about that? Philippians, the 4th chapter, verses 6 through 7. I need to have that myself. All right. Here we go. Be anxious for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to God. And the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts. That's important, singles. That's important. It will guard your hearts and your minds through Christ Jesus. You know, sometimes we need to read the text slow, real slow. So what I'm going to do, and this wasn't even in my message tonight. I was dealing with 6 and 7, but I'm going to do 4. Rejoice in the Lord always. Again, and I will say rejoice. Let your gentleness be made known to all men. The Lord is at hand, which means the Lord is near, right? Then it says, be anxious for nothing. Don't have anxiety. Chill out. Relax. Calm down. But in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving. Didn't I say that? I said, give thanks unto the Lord, for he is good, and his mercy endureth forever. That everything that you do, my brothers and my sisters, turn and give thanks to the Lord. Let your request be made known to God. However you feel, let God know how you feel. Just tell him. He already knows it, but he wants you to talk to him. And then the Bible says, and the peace of God. Here it is. And the peace of God. Not chaos, not panic, not worry. Right? And the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding. It confuses the devil. It confuses the enemy. It says it will guard your hearts and minds through Christ Jesus. Now, I'm going to go ahead and go to the 8th verse. Now, this just was not in the plan tonight. But then it says, finally, brethren, whatever things are true, whatever things are noble, whatever things are just, whatever things are pure, whatever things are lovely, whatever things are of a good report, if there is any virtue and if there is anything praiseworthy, here it is, drum roll, meditate on these things. Think on these things. The things which you learned and received and heard and saw in me, these do, and the God of peace will be with you. Verse 8 is critical for our lives, period. But singles, definitely. Because the enemy is always trying to get into your head and make you think like this and make you feel low, make you feel empty, make you feel lonely, make you feel abandoned. Now, of course, there are married couples that may be on here. I don't want to assume, but many always say they are on there. But married couples also can feel this way, but definitely singles. You know, you start asking yourself, why am I still single? Am I good enough? You know, am I small enough, light enough, dark enough? You know, how's my shape? You know, am I educated enough? Do I have enough? All those kind of questions that begin to go in your head. I want to talk about that tonight. So finally, singles, Finally, singles, right? Whatever things are true, whatever things are noble, whatever things are just, whatever things are pure, whatever things are lovely, whatever things are good report, if there's any virtue, if there's anything praiseworthy, think on these things. Now, what I want to talk to you about tonight, I just really came up with this title. I didn't post anything on Facebook, but I want you to share this. I really, really want you to share this. It'll be posted on my Kiss God, which I'm getting ready to revamp my social media Kiss God page anyway. But I'm going to post it when Love Radio releases it tonight or tomorrow. I'm going to post it. But you need to listen to this. You really, really need to let your friends, your families listen to this. Tonight's message is rumination causes stress. Rumination, okay? Rumination, Rumination. Rumination causes stress. Again, it's what you think, how you think. Now, the Bible already just told us, singles, right? Said, whatsoever things you think on these things. It's the word of God. Now, let's go slow because I'm going to break down rumination first and what we need to do when that stress does come. All right, so stay with me. Now, I want you, if you still have time to tell somebody to go to loveradionetwork.com. We're on tonight. Rumination occurs when you have constant repetitive thoughts about something, typically a problem or a situation. You got it? Rumination occurs when you have constant and repetitive thoughts about something, but these thoughts are typically a problem or a situation. Examples of rumination can be continually worrying about an upcoming event or test. It can mean reliving an important conversation. The biggest one that I have come across with singles and people in general is thinking about a meaningful event that happened in the past. And that event, what happened, it keeps reoccurring over and over and over and over in your mind. And the thoughts are causing behaviors. Got it? The thoughts are causing behaviors, rumination. And the belief now, man, this is something. The reason why this was important to me, you all, is because rumination can cause mental illness. It can cause psychological problems. It really can. Trust me on this. And if you think our world is getting better, you've lost a sense of connection. Our world is getting worse. That's why we have to change our world, right? Maybe not the world, but you got to change your world, right? And when I mean your world, I mean your sphere of influence, your family, children, marriage, single life. We got to change our world. The home that we go into is our world. Where, who we hang with, that's our world. How about just you, inside of you, the internal world? Got to change that. Because this world we live in, and people are going crazy. The way people drive, the way people are shopping, the way people are talking, the way people just don't care anymore. This is the reason why Pastor P comes this way. Yes, I am a certified coach, trainer, and speaker. Background in psychology, love philosophy. But I want you to understand the critical importance. It's very important to understand why rumination has to be looked at, and you have to become cognizant of how you think. See, the thing is here, I wish I could just really, really take my time. I really feel like I want to talk tonight, but the belief that your happiness hinges on an external circumstance that you can't control, right? like meeting a mate, or meeting a romantic partner, not only makes it harder to find love, but it also sets you up for unhappiness. Now, that was our theme for last week, right? So how you think is going to literally determine your happiness. So if you're going over things, constantly worrying about, am I going to date? Or what if this person likes me? What if this person doesn't like me? What if the date ends bad? You follow what I'm saying? And sometimes there's certain things, again, you keep reliving and you keep thinking about things that in the past, some things you just can't change. But how you think can also make it harder for you to find true love. And again, it sets you up for unhappiness. So letting go of the myth that happiness comes from, can I use the word coupling? Yes, can I use the word coupling? Coupling up in, that when you couple up, it's the first step of freedom. Well, stressing out about meeting someone is not going to help you to meet that person any faster. The healthiest way to increase your chances of finding love is to increase your happiness right now. I'm going to say it again. The healthiest way to increase your chances of finding love, singles, is to increase your happiness right now. And you know how you do that? Change the way you think. You got to change the way you think. So, because God help me tonight, Father. See, what happens when it comes to finding love, while you may not be able to conjure up the right person instantly, you can change your mindset on what singleness means to you. What does it mean to you? And according to research on happiness, believing your life is relatively easy. It correlates with happiness. Believing your life is relatively easy correlates with happiness. While thinking your life is difficult, you know what it does? It predicts unhappiness. And letting go of assumptions, letting go of stereotypes, and effective forecasting, come on. You gotta let go of these assumptions. You gotta let go of these things. And you gotta adopt more hopeful perspective, because that right there, my brother and sister, it increases your happiness. So instead of just sitting around and saying, why am I single? I'll never meet anyone. I shouldn't have to spend my Saturday nights alone. Why does it have to be Saturday nights? Why can't it be Saturday? I don't know. But anyway, Saturday alone, people don't even date anymore. So what am I supposed to do? Everybody is doing one night stands. Everybody is having sex all over the place. And, that's not really me. I'm never going to have them. You're doing all of this stuff. It's just, you start saying it's ridiculous that I got to keep going out by myself again. My friends are dating. My friends are married. And you start asking these questions. So again, do you obsess about not being in a relationship? If you've ever felt like this, you end up playing the emotional equivalent of that, that arcade game where thoughts erupt and thoughts hijack your peace of mind. And that's what's happening. Thoughts are erupting and thoughts are hijacking your peace of mind. And let me tell you something. When that happens, I want to let you know you're not alone. My brother, you're not alone. My sister, you're not alone. But this mental habit is called rumination. That mental habit where you're allowing these negative thoughts to erupt, and when you're allowing these thoughts to hijack your peace, that's called rumination. Obsessively dwelling on certain thoughts and symptoms. And let me tell you, it is the worst. It is the worst. It's unlike other behaviors. Rumination can be so subtle that we often don't notice that we're doing it. It's very, very, very subtle, and it's controlling, it's dictating our behavior. Are you understand? And it's completely portable. Everywhere we go, we're carrying these same thoughts. So we can practically ruminate constantly. It's not good. So because it's hard enough to cope with, it's really hard enough to cope with romantic disappointments, right? Without replaying them in your head over and over. You're already dealing with the disappointment. Now you're just replaying it over and over and over and over again. But we need to remember, we really need to remember that overthinking, it ruins our mood and it drains our energy and making it that much more difficult to actually fix anything. I'm telling you, y'all, listen to me. Listen to me. Because this is the reason why, y'all already know what I'm going to say, right? I'm not going to be able to finish this tonight. Charlie, welcome back. All right. So look, listen. We have to stop overthinking. You're going to bed overthinking. You're waking up overthinking. You just constantly, and those thoughts dictate your behavior, and it can ruin your relationship, ruin the mood, drain your energy. And again, what I said, and I'm going to say it again, that ruminating actually causes psychological problems. It does. You want to get into bed. You don't want to get out. You don't want to go nowhere. You don't want to deal with your friends. You don't want to go to work. It's just what's affecting. Remember, the erupt, the hijack, the erupt and the hijack. It's like playing that arcade game in your mind. And we want that to stop, because that is hindering you from actually being happy. Remember, happiness is about moments, creating moments in your mind, creating moments in your spirit. Jesus said in John 10:10, I come that you might have life and have it what? More abundantly. Now, it's critical because ruminating can make you feel worse, as I've learned, because I dealt with this. I've dealt with this, and it certainly takes you out of the present moment. So if it takes you out of the present moment and happiness is about the moment, listen to me. Did you get it? Ruminating takes you out of the present moment. Happiness is creating the moment. So what do I want? I want that happiness. So I have to eliminate the negative and accentuate the positive to bring the happiness back into my life. Music. What is it? A movie? What is it? Even if it's something I want to pop some popcorn or what have you, or read a book. But I got to get into a certain frame of mind that is going to cause me to smile. Because repetitive thoughts can literally skew your perspective. It can. See, so you got to learn how to break up with rumination when you're single. You do. You gotta break it up. You gotta break up rumination when you're single, because you may increase your risk of ruminating in your next relationship. And again, I love research, so I'm going to say research shows that overthinking increases conflicts and unhappiness in couples. So then while you're pointing and saying it's her, what about what's happening in your own mind? And you're pointing and saying it's him, but you're ruminating and you don't even know it. And it's causing you to be unhappy. He's not making you unhappy. You're making yourself unhappy. She's not making you unhappy. You're making yourself unhappy by ruminating. And again, studies have shown that people who tend to ruminate are less able to recall a partner's positive quality, because you're too busy ruminating on the past, an unhealthy conversation, and you can't focus on the positiveness of the relationship, and you feel more negative about the relationship. This makes sense. This makes sense, doesn't it? Because rumination gets in the way of our ability to shift our attention. Somebody talk back to me. This is it. So what I'm doing tonight, and I'm going to really, I don't even know. My time is really running out where I was getting ready to go. But I really want you to understand that we got to get to a place where we realize and we pay attention, right? We paying attention of how we think. That's what's important. That's what's important. Because again, rumination causes stress. And when stress piles on us, it utterly just overwhelms us. And it starts, here I go with the arcade game. It's like ultra fast game of Tetris where you can't think straight because there's always another challenge, always another crisis demanding your attention. It's always something, and you can't even enjoy the person you're with. You can't even enjoy the special moment of flowers or cards or a beautiful restaurant because of what's happening in your mind. And then I'm telling you, let me tell you what really causes a whole lot of crazy negative thoughts is that crazy TikTok, social media, and it can just put you on another plane. Y'all hear what I'm saying to you? I'm not going to get into that. That's another kiss God, because I have a message for social media for all of you that are stuck and connected in some crazy ways. We're going to break that demon. Yeah, we're going to break that demon, because that's giving you an anxiety. And I'll talk about this next week. And we got to give you an awareness. You got it? Because there's something that's happening to you because you're not stopping. You're not taking a breath, and you're not noticing what's happening to you. And this is what Kiss God is really all about. Y'all, my time is up. I know. It was getting good, right? But listen, you got to come back next week. My time is up, and I thank you for yours. We want to make sure that you're getting it and you're getting it good. We want to make sure that you live a happy life, because again, rumination causes stress. Go back to Philippians. You got it? Philippians, the 4th chapter, and read verses 6, 7, and 8. Well, y'all, again, come back next week at 8 p.m. on loveradionetwork.com. Love is where it's at. I'm Pastor Paul Anthony Dean, and I want to thank you for rocking with me on Kiss God Radio. God bless you. Heaven smile upon you. I pray you go in peace, and may your peace be multiplied. Charlie Rock, take us to the bridge, man.
Thank you.